Are well taken care of, you will not see disaster of rain and thunder or lightning on their day. That's the day when they are on duty. So on their watch, there will not be a problem. Many of these people don't know. Explaining this is to let you know that coming to such a class, such a discussing room, you are in a home, or you are in a home where you can be reminded of what we used to do from the beginning, or what we are supposed to be doing from the beginning. That's why I first of all start by the day, the month, my dress. Because we have to go from known to the unknown. Asking questions many a times can develop intelligence. If you don't understand a thing and you ask and it is explained, you add to your knowledge. And knowledge is said to be what? Power. Power we are talking is not power of oppression. It's not power of wrestling. It's not power of domination. But it's power of comfort and peace. When you are comforting in yourself, which means you are confident. You feel comfortable when you are confident. When you know about who you are in control of your life. Nothing embarrasses you. Because the fear of the unknown is the danger. But when you know that you have overcome yesterday, you are equal with today. You and today, you are par. You're comfortable. And you know with your understanding, tomorrow cannot be an embarrassment to you. That's the confidence I'm talking about. That's the power I'm talking about. So what may embarrass other people will not embarrass you because you know about it. If something strange happens to some people and they are running helter-skelter and they get to you and they told you when you are running, hey, why are you running? Oh, we see that fish are dropping from the sky. Oh, we believe maybe it's the end of the world. But that's why you're running. They say, yeah. Wait a minute, don't run. It is not strange that fish can come from the above. It has happened before in the days of our fathers. When rain is too much, you can see fish dropping from the sky. Sometimes, in some places, when rain comes, you can see fishes coming out from the ground, solid ground that you've been walking upon before, though it should be muddy, but when the mud is hard, is solid, you'll be walking around it. And when the rain comes, and this mud breaks, and then you see big fishes coming out. You could even see fishes that have legs. I have seen them before in some northern part of Nigeria. Precisely northeast of Nigeria. in Maiduguri area. This is experience. By the time they say that and you hear, you smile. Be comfortable. That does not mean the world is coming to an end, because it did not come to an end when it happened before the days of our fathers. So it cannot come to an end now because that happened. You are able to do that because you know. I just give that as an example to see why we say knowledge is power and what we mean by the power. Because this world has not come by chance. This world has come by through spiritual decision, aspiration of one, the only one that is the controller of heaven and earth, God, Eledumare. Call him any name through any religious faith, but it's only one. He has messengers or ministers, call them anything, but they are not him. You can have an ambassador, you can have a representative, but whoever serves the other person has a relationship between the master and the person that is running errands. So any other powerful being of record are running errands for only one superior power called God. Can give that type of institution any name you like, but the understanding is what is most important. So if God decided to create an extension of the spiritual existence called heaven and call it physical existence called Earth or Venus or whatever, but it's physical, where people live. I've not been to Venus or any of the other places, but I'm on Earth, which I know, and I want to talk about what I know. I don't want to talk about what I don't know. That God, the only God, meant a purpose. And we believe that He's all wise. We believe that God is all kind. We believe that God is all powerful. If an all kind person that is so kind to the extreme, that his kindness is unparalleled, that his power is unparalleled, his wisdom is unparalleled, then when that type of institution does a thing, that thing must have meaning. Well, that should be as simple as 1 + 1 give us 2. So when he meant that to create this world for the existence of man, man there, you and me, for us to live physically with assignment, that is, go and live there, do this and that to make you comfortable, choose whatever you want. It's for a period of time. Maybe if you do well, you take the first round, go 200. And if you do more, you can take more years. I mentioned 200 because I'm not referring to the biblical dictation or the Quranic dictation or the modern Western science or investigation their lifespan is 70 or 60 or 10 or whatever they may come about. But I'm relying and using the material of the esoteric language of God that we call Ifa. That says, Igba ọdún ọdún kan ni. That when you spend 200 years, you're just beginning. That Igba ọdún is like just one. Igba is 200. In history, we have heard of people who lived 500 years. Even the biblical thing said, they refer to one person in the Bible called Methuselah that lived thousands of years. And nobody ever denied it. And the Bible is not as old as Ifa. Because Ifa we are talking about, or the Orisha we are talking about, or the creation we are talking about, is first. If there are other creations, or there are other beings, then the one we are talking about could be referred to as primus inter pares, first among the equal. That is even to diminish the importance. If we have a king here and say, "Is our Lord," say, "Hey, just call me first among the equals." He just wants to show humility. He doesn't want to say that after me, when I take one position, there should not be position 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The next position must be 11. He didn't say that. He said just me first, and then we have 2, 3, and whatever. So primus inter pares, that we call Yoruba Ulu first, the crown, the one that is in front and others follow. So if God we are talking about and the creation we are talking about are superior in existence to any other knowledge of any other belief system, then we must then know that whatever are the facts that we have in such the belief systems are following the facts of the original. Which means he's saying just a little about it. Which means there are deeper and deeper and deeper information that they don't cover. Because when you talk of a religion after man, Buddhism, following Buddha, Christianity, following Christ, Jesus, Islam, or the language I used to know when I was young, used to be called Mohammedanism, the followers of the dictates of Muhammad. But when you talk of Ifa, Ṣàngó, Ògún, Ọ̀rúnmìlà, Ọbàtálá, Ọbàtásà, Ọ̀ṣun, Àwúráolú, Ìyèmọ̀jà, Olókun, the Yamis, and the rest of them, we never call them God. We never even call them the children of God. We never even call Ọ̀rúnmìlà God. We give prestige to Ọ̀rúnmìlà and sometimes call him Baba Ifa, the father of Ifa. is a decoration for Baba mi Agbomiregun, Agiri Logbon, the all-wise among the Orishas. But he never called himself God, but he said he brought messages of God called Ifa. So which means the faith we are talking about, where we are taking our materials, is a faith after God. That's all I want to get there. Not after man, not after a singular person, not after a physical person who one time or the other did what I am doing, have wife, children, drunk, made mistakes, arrested, beaten, locked up, spit upon, killed. We're not talking about that. We're talking of the unkillable. The one you cannot arrest. You can't spit upon him. You cannot even estimate his power. You cannot even look and think of an equal. That's God we're talking about. If he happened to be the one that created the world and gave us the injunctions of what we need to do here, then that must be very special. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to this class, to this discussion of somebody will read it out for you to know that we are here to discuss with ourselves. Let somebody give us the topic.
Title of today's topic.
Title of today?
Ori.
The importance of Ori, which is in achieving peace and progress.
The importance of Ori, that is head, in achieving peace and what?
And progress.
And progress. Peace and what?
Progress.
Peace and what?
Progress.
Who does not want peace? Who does not want progress? We all want peace. We all want progress. Why do we want peace? Why do we want progress? And for what? And where? With the preambles I've given in the creation, that God created this place with intelligence, with a purpose. With idea that we cannot even criticize because of the overwhelming benefits. And say, go there, enjoy yourself, pick what you want to do there. That's the point I want to make. Pick what you want to do. That is my place. You're free. Just go and choose what you want to do. Go to the university, pick a discipline. It's you who knows what you want to use that discipline for in the university. So when you are coming to the world that is created, you coming to the world must choose what you want to do there. He didn't choose for anybody. That's the point we want to get. God did not choose what you and me want to come here to do. He gave us the largesse, the freedom, the opportunity, the blessing, the kindness to choose what you want to do there. There are numerous things. I want to go to the world to be a rich person. When I get that money, I know what to do about it. I want to get to the world to be a king. People just to follow me, that's what's going to make me happy. I want to get to the world to be somebody that will increase population. That's what I want to do. You choose what you want. That for the period of time you give me to be there, this is what I want to do there. But each person is referred to as Ori. It is the head that is you. It is my head, that's me. Your head, that is you. Even a snake that is as powerful as it is, if the snake does not have a head, is powerless. If an organization has no head, it's confusion. If a human being is murdered, and you get to the place you cannot find the head, you find it difficult to know. Find to know who he is. If you have to know with the modern technology in all of the civilized places here, and you want to do DNA, that person must have gotten a record before that you can compare the DNA with before you can know who he is. If you don't have a prior record, you cannot know who he is with any DNA. You can't. He must have been in the data before you can know. So the head is so important to be you and me. That's why this topic falls on the head, so that you know head, that is you. Your head is you. My head is me. So the importance of me, the importance of you, and taking care of it, working with it to give you peace and progress. Peace and progress in the chosen career, in the chosen ambition. When you were coming, everybody has to pick. It's like you're coming, hey, this is what I want when I get to the world. There are a lot of stanzas of Ifa that support that we come to this world and we choose what we want. In Utuameji, say ajenjenire gwegoronide. Forget about the Oluwo of the Ifa, the ajenjenire gwegoronide. Many a times we translate the Oluwo that ajenjenire gwegoronide has a divination or divine to somebody. No matter what English translation we give to the ajenjenire gwegoronide, it's just descriptive and making you a little bit comfortable. It's a name. It's a name, ajenjenire. It is the shape of that person. The one that takes benefits from the investments they have done. Iregun is, oh, this is what I've done, like I want to take something from somebody and he doesn't want to give me, say, hey, you remember I did so for you the other time too. Oh, why can't you give me what I want now? I helped you before. That is Iregun. Reminding the person of what you have done. What you have done in the past for a person, is that Iregun. Egboronide, then you now have a chain of achievements. That is the description of the Babalawo in heaven that had reading for Orunmila. When Orunmila himself was coming, we want to use the example of Orunmila because we know that we happen to be the wisest. So when he got to where he had to pick, it is known that each person will pick only one thing to do. Orumla was wondering, how can I pick only one if I have to do the big assignment I have? They say, you know what, you have to meet the elders. Because they will go to Obatala's place to pick it. They say, you know what? Go and invite the elders who will follow you. Call on Ogun to follow you. Give Ogun something. Call on Obaluaye to follow you. Call on the Yami to follow you. Call on the Shuadara. Let those 4 elders follow you to Obatala. When you get there, ask for what you want. You know, like people are picking benefits. And where you have to pick this benefit, you have to pick only one there. But when you go in there, you are escorted by some powerful people. Maybe some of the people who are classmates of the guy that hosts what he wants, who knew him, they have been in club together, and they sit and they know him very well. It's like you have a matter in the court, and you know the magistrate or the judge who wants to take care of your case, but you want to hire a lawyer who, when he became a lawyer, that judge served under him in his chamber before. He used to work for him before becoming a judge. That you cannot see him and not say, oh, welcome, sir. Thank you for coming to my court. And then the next person that they will see is the president of the law school. The law school where he went. That president has retired, and he take a walking stick and cigar and come to the courts too. And then the next person happened to be the uncle that contributed part of the university fees or books when the judge was in the university. All of these people follow you to the court. And then they call the matter. And they say who's representing this guy. These people stand up and the judge look at them. The first thing will say that, oh, I want to retire in the chamber a little bit. He will have to invite those people to the chambers that, I hope I'm okay. Because I don't know what is happening here. Who's this guy? What really happened? There will be some understanding in the chamber before the real understanding in the main court, no matter who. There will be some understanding somewhere before some understanding. If there's any way that judge could help without going against the law, excuse me, without going against the law, because the law is how you can read it, how you can manipulate it. Like somebody I don't want to mention, that say he didn't pay tax because he's clever. Because he did not do anything against the law. Somebody said that. He's telling us about how people can manipulate law. He said he did not pay tax because he's clever. Because he did not do anything against the law. You see what I'm saying? So, and nobody challenged him on that. We can just know that, oh, with all the money you have, why are you not making a noise that you are this and that? Why don't you pay that peanut to help the public? So people can understand the law very well. That's why people hire a lawyer when they go to court. Get a good lawyer, that is a lawyer that could understand, a lawyer that comes from the family of law like the family of Dungu Foot in Britain. Because Dungu Foot in Britain don't do any other thing, the totality of their family is law. So Orunmila went to the house of Obatala with this powerful lodge. When he got there, Obatala saw all of these powerful people. What happened here? They greeted us, oh, we just followed this guy. He's going to the ward and he wants to pick benefits he's going to use over there. Obatala said, okay. Obatala could not say, hey, there are some rules here. And before Obatala said, I'm like, come, take what you want. And Amura said, I want to go to the world and have a lot of money. Before Batala could talk, all those lords said, Ashe. They say, go on. He look at them and say, go on. Say, I want to have good wives that will help me in the world before I come back. They say, Ashe, go on. I want to have a lot of children to help my work in the world before I come back. They say, Ashe, when he chose everything and he said, I want to stay there for as long as I want. They say, Obatala could not say no. That's how Orunmila pick all the things. Izori, when he got to the world, Obatala now saw that, what am I doing here? Everything has been taken by Orunmila. So when the next child came to Ori, he said, hey, you don't worry. Go to heaven. Now go to the world. Orunmila is the one you have to go and meet now. Because he has taken everything. And he says he wants to help the world. Go and be taking it from him. Because he knows how to act. Obatala left the job and gave it to Orunmila. That's why since then, they have to consult Ifa. They have to consult Ifa. That's why every Ori must say or ask for what he wants. So they pick that, and that's why when a child is coming, he has picked from Orunmila. But we, in the world, we know what is in that Ori. That's why we do the rite of passage called a Kosejaye on the third day the child comes to know what that Ori stands for. There are a lot of stanzas to buttress that. But because of time constraint, we have to do it in such a way that we get to where we're going. So, Ori is that has chosen what you want. If Ori chose that, and it is recorded by the parents therefore must now tell that person when he's grown, this is what your Ori wants. If you do what the Ori wants, you will have peace and progress. Because if you do not do what the Ori wants, your Ori may not be honest with you. Yoruba says, Idumare má jẹ́ kí orí mi gbàbọ̀dè, that God, don't let my ori be dishonest to me. About this dishonesty. If you have a good friend you have confidence in, and enemies run to him, say, hey, tell us his secret. You want to get him. Invite him to your house so that you see we know his movement, then we get him there. That's our body. We know he usually comes to you. Well, what time is he coming? We'll give you a lot of money. Say, all right, okay, if you give me that, he's coming by 4 o'clock. You get him here. That's our body. But if that friend takes care of you very well, you are very close, he's not going to accept our body. So if you take care of Ori, Ori will not accept our body. That's 1. 2, there's another Ifa that says, Yimi yimi abeyin pali babalawo ori lo difa fori. Yimi yimi is a babalawo. He divined for Ori when Ori was coming from heaven to this world. When Ori got to the world to appear, he said, I cannot be in the world alone. I need some other parts to follow me. They asked Ori to choose. Ori chose Oju, I. Please follow me. Oju now joined Ori. He chose Eti. Please follow me. He joined. He chose Enu, mouth. Please follow me. He followed. He chose Imu. Please follow me. Then we can breathe. He chose Eti. Please follow me. So the head now can see, can talk, can hear, can eat. And he went and talked to the leg. Please follow me. We can now have mobility. He went and talked to arms. Please follow me. The hand joined Ori. Then Ori can have hand to do anything. He asked the stomach, Ikun, please follow me. He can store things in there. Which means what we're saying, that is the Ori, that is you, all the other parts are invited by Ori to join him to perform. So if you don't know the workings of Ori, how will it work? If somebody has stroke in the arm or in the leg, it is from the brain that happened. If they don't use treatments that will correct that from the brain, that leg is not going to work. That arm is not going to work. There's a connection from Ori to all parts of the body. Ori is the king of the body. And that's why Ifa says, Yimi yimi abeyin pali babalawo ori lo difa fori. Ori nbe lo gbere o nikan soso. Ojude ori ojuborido kẹ̀rẹ̀kẹ̀rẹ̀. Ori mi asa idele ni. Ẹnu dé, ẹsẹ̀ dé, apá dé, gbogbo ara dé wọ́n borido kẹ̀rẹ̀kẹ̀rẹ̀. Ori mi asa idele ni kẹ̀rẹ̀kẹ̀rẹ̀. That is, all the parts of the body come and join Ori, and that's when Ori has a lot of followership. That's why Ori is so important as the totality of the body. So if we don't know how to take care of Ori, work with Ori, there's nothing we can do to become successful. If somebody is fine, they say he has a good luck. What I tell you, it only has good luck means good head. The luck there is locker. The storage of everything you have that you come with, that's your locker. So a good locker, a locker that's not leaking, a locker that's superior, a locker that does not have problems that can destroy what is there, a storage that's superior, that does not make all you put it there in to be rotting, that you have good memory. That's a good locker, that's a good head. So if you don't treat your locker very well, you don't treat your Ori very well, how can you succeed? There's a stanza that says, Agba tepe-tepe, agba tolo-tolo, agba giele-giele. Agba tepe-tepe, that elder that will be on this world for a long time. That is the Mother Earth. Agba tolotolo, Agba, that when he walks an aged and yet it is strong like the turkey. Tolotolo. That's the head. If I call Agba head the Agba tolotolo. Agba giele, that is the elder that is so old and yet is just there without any problem. That's what we call Orunmila. If you call an Ifa, those three, even if somebody is dying or you know that he has a problem and you can use some alligator pepper in your mouth and eat it, your mouth has a share, and you can call on those three elders and they say that person should not die, should hold on till we get to the hospital or whatever, nothing is going to happen to that person. That's how powerful Ori is. That's how powerful the Mother Earth is. That's how powerful Orunmila is. When you say Agba tekpe, Agba tolotolo, Agba gele, Agba tekpe la akpele, Agba tolotolo la akpori, Agba gele la akpo Orunmila. Ori don't allow this person to die. Orunmila don't allow him to die. Mother Earth don't allow him to die. Oh mo le awo kuma ti ku awa doron sikin lorun. Ifá tí lágbájá bá kú dọ̀run rẹ̀, èso ọ̀dàrà ọ̀run rẹ̀ màlúdà. Ọ̀hẹ̀hẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀, that is ọ̀hẹ̀hẹ̀ is on the ground, nobody can lift him. If this person dies, it's in your hand. And who is Ifá there? God. Ishorara. Be a witness. See how powerful Ori is. These are what Babalawo called assistant. A rescue that you use words to make happen, that you don't have to use any physical material before you rescue a person. All of these are given to us by God the Lady Mary to make sure that what He gave us as gifts in this world is not fake. He doesn't give us a gift that's not useful. He doesn't pretend, making sure we are okay. He wants us to be fine, genuinely, provided we know what we are doing, provided we follow what we want to come and do here and how to do it. And that's why here, Ori is so important if Ori is well taken care of. So people have to know the food of Ori. There are a lot of chants about Ori that if we know it, you will know that nothing like Ori. That a case of a slave that was in a place and everybody is saying, oh, may the king make me free, may the king help me, he said, may Maori make me something. Everybody was saying, huh? Why you Ori? So the king cannot make you something. He says Maori, they said, so and bring him. He repeated the same thing, that I trust in Maori better than what the king can do for me. And the king said, you know what? We know what to do. That Maori will help you. They take a coffin and lock him there. Wooden coffin. And they throw him into the water. And he said, Maori, help me. The cornet was taking the coffin into the next city. That time, their king just died, and their policy in the place that they must look for a stranger to make a king. They were looking for a stranger. Then they saw a coffin coming. What's the coffin in the water? They took the coffin. They opened it, they find a human being. Huh? Where are you coming from? Before you talk, you are not even from our city, don't worry. They carried, don't kill me, they said, don't worry. They made him a king. He became a king, he became robust and thing, and the place where they made him a king was a city bigger in size and in prestige than the city where he was nailed into a coffin. A time came that we were making a meeting for all of the kings in the area, and the king from his own place, original place where he was slave, came in there, and he was greeting himself, oh, Kabiyesi, because this is a bigger king. Say, you don't know me again? I never know you, sir. You don't. Do you remember one slave that you so? Oh, I remember him. That one is dead. I threw him in the water. He says, it's not dead, it's me. This is why I'm going to take me. Huh? That's how powerful Ori is. Babalawo usually chant it. Ati ori obini, efufule noro jama. Ibi to ri ti nsawo, efufule gbawo debe. Adifa fun body sami, eru osorun akoko, eti ojobo ogbodogbo ni hari, erimi apasa. Eyin ọmọ pe en to ri san loye ni ìjọba ni. Don't you know it's a person that Ori stands behind, that can be a king, that can be anything. So that's how powerful Ori is. A person that's not taking care of Ori is taking care of nothing. So Ori is that powerful. We need to know what our Ori wants. There's Ori Ejifi called Ile Ori. Just like you have Ifa in the pot, you have Oshun in the pot, so people can have an Ori. I know in Mexico they love to have Ori a lot. A lot of people, but I have the pot of Ori in my house. I have the pot of Ori in my country. If they say they have to venerate my Ori, they go to the pot of my Ori, they call my Ori there, and they venerate. So people must try to learn that, to know how to take care of Ori, the food of Ori, so that if Ori is worked with, it's difficult for the person not to have peace and progress. But if Ori is abandoned, uncared for, forget it. That some people don't care, people just knock on their head and push them. People don't mistreat your head. It's not good. Take care of your head very well. That's why you see a woman, Yoruba people assess the dignity of a woman by the way the woman keeps her head. Many a times they look at the shoe a man wears to know how prestigious he is. You see the opposite? Because they know nobody can even touch the head of a man anyway. But so they look at his leg. But a woman, you don't just, it's very rare for somebody to knock the head of a woman and say, oh, what do you mean? And people want to destroy a person. They can put problem on the Ori of that person and may not grow. Ori is so important, it's so delicate. It's where our brain is. It's the one that is king of the body. Each person must know, what does my Ori want? That's why we do Ikosejaye, that is what our Ori chose from heaven. Our do's, our don'ts. What you can eat, what you should not eat, what's your guiding spirit, what is the guiding spirit that rules that Ori. That's the same people who say, I have an Orisha on my Ori. That is the Orisha that's controlling that head. That is why you have Ileke, you have the beads. That bead is the bead of the Orisha that is protecting your head. That's the meaning. So when you take care of that Orisha protecting your head, you're protecting your head. And many a times you have a reading, they say, hey, take care of your Ori. You ask for what your Ori wants, and you will never fail. Ori is that important. I know you will note all of this down. By the time that we have the session of bring your questions, whatever question you have, load it there, we'll be able to solve it. But most importantly, that's one thing that is important for us to know. That's breaking the kola. The kola is so important to appease any Orisha. Shango takes Orobo, but the same way we break kola is the same as Orobo. And I will quickly go through that to end this, because I promised during the last lecture that I will show you that so that you will know what we are talking about. And for that to happen, I will do it on the tray of Ifa. And because you already know what we have here, for people who have not been to any of our lectures before, you know that we have stuff to take care of a lot of ailments, which are here. You have Akobisokun. That one washes your head. Any problem of the world is sent into the river. And we have logo here, the anti-witchcraft. If you are attacked by the witches, we have the soap that can take care of that. Then we have the one for the birthday. When you have a birthday, you have a security, a guarantee for another year. Then you have the Ojulanso. That's the one that will punish your enemy. If somebody has been your friend before and suddenly become an enemy, that person will have a punishment. Then we have Isoi, that is the memory thing. Because if you don't remember things, how can the children be good in school? How can you be good at your work too? So remembrance stuff is also here. We have the stuff, that is the dog does not sleep. That's the one that we used to find lost lover. A lover that was with before and you don't know where she is again. That is the one that will discover your lost love. We have the Orogumeji. That's the spiritual peace that takes care of any ailment, any problem that may be in your body, whether spiritually or accidentally. You have Ogbeyonu, the one that make peace with you and people, that people will love you, they will be kind to you, they listen to your words, because if you have wisdom and they don't even listen to what you want to say, how do they know you have wisdom? We have relationship stuff that you and your wife, if you use it, that's love bond. Or you have a partner that you are with and you don't want any separation, love bond. We have that. We have Akirara, the one that if people are destroying your job, they don't want your job to progress, and you put it on your hand, that person will be in trouble. So if they don't leave you alone, they may die. We have the stuff to calibrate your beats. These are powerful beats of Orisha that you see, you make them powerful. So when they are in your neck, when they are made strong, they are something else. If you see this one, we have 5 powerful ones there. I just showed this one. This is one of my biggest beats that I use, because this is my personal that I use, apart from the small ones that I cook all the time to eat with, you know. But this one, if you see it, you see the 5 big Orishas that share 4 days here. You see the Ifa, you see the Obatala, Ogun, Shango, and Oshun there. So we calibrate it, give it power. We have the stuff here. You have something we call the trouble-free. You have a matter somewhere and you want to be released and to make sure that you have kindness of the person who talking to the matter, whether in the court or anywhere. We have the stuff of Ajigbarale, the one that gives you energy. We call it energy booster. We have Igbadiowo, you know, things you use as belt against kidnapping, either yourself or the children, so that evil people will not come and just kidnap you and, or do something terrible for you. They will give you honor. We have Somu, which means a thing that can protect you against meta attack, knife, cutlass, or what you have. Then we have the King Ifa, that's the bullet of Ifa, the original one. I showed you the other time so that you know if your king does not have 4 eyes or more, they are fake. That's why we give a sample there. People take Owo Ifa, which is like 18, so that we calibrate it for you. Before you do full initiation, you can have an Owo Ifa. And it can be done for you anywhere. In America, in anywhere, we can give hand of Ifa to anybody. You have the Konalot, which you have here, and then we have Orishabi. Then we have the different leaves of Ifa to wash Ifa, you know. So, Ewe Ire, that is the leaf of Ire. Ire means good thing. To bring Ire, we have Ojusaju, that leaf of favor. We have Akison, that is a thing that will make sure that you are benefited in anything you do. We have the Akoko, the one that makes you top among your equals. We have Aje, the prosperity leaf. We have many of them. That's just a sample for you to know what actually you are doing. And we want to quickly, if my director permits, to quickly rush the OB, because I promised last time and I don't want to promise and not make it happen, because the kola nut is so powerful, and it does a lot of things. You see, it's not a divination instrument, but it's a material that gives you accomplishment of a veneration, to make sure that the veneration is accepted. To make sure a veneration is accepted. So it's very, very important to know that. So you can have the obi that is 4-lobe, you know, which is the general one that we respect so much. Sometimes you can have them 3-lobe. The 3-lobe one is for a shoe. A shoe can take the 3-lobe. Then you can have the 5-lobe. We can also have the 6-lobe obi. So let's go by let's go by 4 and 5. That will teach us more. The first thing I want us to understand is that if you come round, you'll be able to see what I'm saying. If all of you can come round, you know, so that will make you be able to know straight away, because this is a big advantage for you. This 4-lobe, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, is abata. See, 4-lobe obi. This 4-lobe, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4-lobe obi. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4-lobe obi. What happens is that, see, when you break it, with 4-lobe, you have 2 males and 2 females in the 4-lobe obi. This is the heart of the obi. You can throw it on Ifa many a times. Ifa, this is the heart of the obi. Please protect my heart. You can throw it into Ifa. Then when you see them, it has a mark at the hand, at the tip. At the tip. If you see this one, there are 2 lines that hand it up. It ends with 2 lines. That's a female. And when you talk of 2 lines and a female, this is a mature class. We know what we're referring to.
Yes.
So you can liken it to the feminine relationship. See, that's a female. This is another one that ends with 2. That's another female. Then you have this other one. It's only a single line that ends it. That's a male. And the 4th one is also a single line. That's a male. Usually when you have the obi, you pray with the obi. You tell the obi, take away bad things and bring in good things of life for me. Let the issue give the obi to the enemies. Enemies like death, sickness, discord, all bad things, poverty. Beg them, even if I offend them. Because there have been a situation that one guy took the wife of Iku in the stanza, and Iku was looking for him. The man is called Okejengbere. And they say, hey, you better look for a shoe. You got a shoe, hey, a shoe, there's a problem. I didn't know the wife I took happened to be the wife of Iku. What do I do? This is Obi. He said, don't worry, I'll take care of it, because he didn't know. And if Iku or any of these terrible things will go anywhere, they will first of all tell Ishu, this is where we're going. So Iku got to the man and say, hey, he was going to kill Okejengbere. Say, hey, oh, why? He said, he got my wife. He said, okay, go. But take some Obi before you go. He took Obi. He ate and said, hey, give to your friends the sickness, the discord, all of the negative. And she said, Iku said, I will do that. When he walked by, I say, hey, he could come, I remember something. What do you call the name of the man you're going to kill again? He said, okay, Jengbere. Huh? Oh, it's the one that took your wife. Oh, you can't kill him again. He said, what? You see that Obi you ate? He gave me. And you know, there's a treaty in the palace of God. God said, if you eat the food of anybody, you cannot kill them. So he's also a lawyer. You have eaten his food, you cannot kill him. That's how Kajembe was free. You know what I'm saying? So, Obi, you know, is powerful. You understand what I'm saying? So we use it, you know, and say yes or no to your rituals. So, and for beginners, Obi first writes in three forms. One is yes. When either all of them open up, or all of them close down, or you have two up, two down. It's a share. For a beginner, it is easy. But when it's different, like you have 3 down, 1 up, we call it okoron. That is it. There's a problem somewhere. You start to ask, what's the problem? What can I do? Blah, 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 blah. Or you have 1 down, 3 up. That's a taiwa. Hey, is it that you have a concern about me or as a check about my character? You see? But if it's all up, you're happy, alafia. Thank God. If it's all down, you have a shagun. Victory, may all the enemies be dead and be gone, and may have by its benefit. And if it's 2 down, 2 up, that's a share to my prayers. That's the simplest way to do Obi. But after it has fallen right, and you want to give to Ifa, or Oshun, or any of the Orisha, make sure you give 1 male and 1 female. How do you know it? Already you can identify. But if they are 2 up, 2 down, all you can do is that, first of all, take the one that is down. Any one that is down, take it up. And take it close to your house to see if it's a male or a female. Oh, this is a female. Okay. You know you're going to look for a male. It is easy for you to see a male because it's one of the one opening. You can see it physically. But if you take one from the one that is open before, you don't know what and what are here. That's the trick about it. That's why it's better for you to take the one that's closed before to know the sex, and then you'll be able to know the one you want to take from the one that is open up. And you give. And when you do that, then the next one that is open, whether male or female, is for you. It is the opportunity that open to man that man takes. And then the last one you can throw for issue. That is Obi is as simple as that. There's advanced class on Obi, where if it's all down, you can still be pressurizing and asking and blah, 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 blah. You can even throw 8 loaves at a time and throw it. The formation is completely different. That's advanced class. We'll be going there. But if you know this basic, it's so good and so beautiful for us. It's edible. That is that. This is 5 loaves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this 5 loaves, I will ask somebody to break it and tell me what is there. Will you want to do that? Please open it for us and see what is there. Let's see how many how many male, how many female. This is a class where we are all sharing.
Okay. Now that's what actually this is female. This is male. This is male. And this is female, Baba. This is like a hybrid.
Okay, you got it. So which means in the 5 lobe, you get 2 male, 2 female, and 1 hermaphrodite. That combine 2 sexes. So instead of having 1 line or 2 lines, it's going to have 3 lines. That's the hermaphrodite. That's why I asked him to open it for us. You see?
Oh.
You see? So we call it Ofua or Ifa. We don't throw it to any Ifa or Isha. We remove it. And we say that, hey.
What's it called again, Baba? I'm sorry.
Huh?
I never knew the name of it. What's it called?
Ofua
Ofwa.
or Ifa.
Oh, you.
You see?
Oh, yes.
So, and then we now take it and say, hey, this is Ifa. We don't put it in the Obi we give to Orisha. We remove it. Then you put it in front of Orisha and draw it away like this. We remove it. So when evil thing is coming, please remove me. Danger, kidnappers, gun shooting, all negative things. You remove me, remove my child, remove my mother, remove everybody that's close to me. And then you give to the issue. And then you take care of the rest of them. But there can be a situation where you have a 6 lobe. Who can tell me what's going to be in a 6 lobe? Anybody? What's going to be in a 6 lobe? I don't have a 6 lobe here now. What's likely to be in a 6 lobe? Okay. In the 6th lobe, you will have 2 males, 2 females, and 2 hermaphrodites.
Just do it twice.
Yes. But when you have that, that's a trick. A babalawo, babalorisha, iyanifa, iyanisha, do not go and take a 6th lobe to say they want to give to their orisha or ifa. They don't do it deliberately. But by the time you want to take Obi, already you are in front of the orisha. That's when you open it. And then you say, oh my God, this is 6th lobe. You just say, this is Ifa. I don't have to throw it. I have to give the whole thing to that orisha. So any benefit from the house, from outside the house, from the world, please let them come to me. You put it there. Then you cannot take another one to break fresh. If you don't have another one in the house, you're okay. You're okay. You can have a 3 lobe. 3 lobe, you can give to a shoe anytime. The formation of 3 lobe is simple. Either 2 up, 1 down is a share. All down is a share. All up is a share. But 2 down, 1 up is occurrent. That's not taking it. That, and it's for a shoe alone. But there may be a situation when you want to give 2 obi to your ifa or shoe. If you want to give 2, you are permitted to give one that is 3 lobe and one that is 4 lobe. But you must give the 3 lobe first before you use the 4 lobe to take care of it. They say, what the person in front does not see, the person coming behind him must see it. That is, what that 3 lobe does not do well enough, the 4 lobe coming behind will take care of it. That is when you can break a 3 lobe to Ifa.
9 minutes? 9 minutes.
So, we,
If anybody,
yeah, if anybody,
we can take 2 questions.
so we are rounding up as this because this is what I want to do that we have been able to do, and we pray Lady Murray to make sure that all we have learned today should be beneficial to us, to our family, to our city, and to the world in general. May our Ori give us peace and progress. Take care of your head. Thank you.
Thank you.